Hi, my name is Kelly. Welcome to week 38 of our I Choose to Love My Life journey. Our theme this week is I choose to get a hobby. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't have very many hobbies. I remember when my husband and I first started dating, he had music as a hobby. Well, my hobbies really included reading books, taking a bubble bath, getting a pedicure, a manicure. Occasionally, I might like to scrapbook, but I actually kind of think I like the idea of scrapbooking, not actually doing it. And so I used to think something must be wrong with me. Do I really like to have fun? Well, I discovered that getting a hobby or having a hobby is much more focused on us. You don't have to get a hobby that others have just for the sake of pleasing them. A hobby is something that's supposed to energize us. It's supposed to recharge us. And so whether that's fishing, whether that's scrapbooking, whether that's music, whether that's reading a book or taking a bubble bath, I've decided it's okay. Getting a hobby is about what recharges us. And it might be doing something like creating music or creating a scrapbook. But it also might mean just enjoying things that are already created, like reading a book. Earlier this year, my mom and I both had a desire to make a quilt. And more importantly, we really wanted to make a quilt out of my dad's old clothes. And so we held on to those because someone gave us that idea. And as a way to remember my dad and pass down his legacy, we really wanted to make a quilt out of his clothes. And so this past year for my mom's birthday, normally birthdays in our home include food and cake. And at the time, my mom was on a pretty strict eating plan. And so she couldn't go out to eat. She couldn't enjoy cake. And so I really had to get creative about what I was going to do for her birthday. And so I decided it was the perfect time for us to take a quilting class together. And so I signed us up for the class. I told her, mark off the dates. And we had so much fun sharing that together. It wouldn't have been near as fun if I had done it by myself, but because we were doing it together, we were learning a new hobby together in a class with other people and getting to connect. It was so great. We still haven't quite finished our quilt, and we didn't actually get to do the quilt with my dad's clothes, but we will do that. But we learned a new hobby that I actually enjoy, and I've started sewing again, which I love. But I realized how fun it was to do something in community. And so I want to challenge you this week to really identify, one, do you already have hobbies and do you feel fulfilled in this area? If you do, congratulations. That's wonderful. But if you feel like something is missing from your life, like you're missing a hobby, you're missing an outlet to be creative, I want to challenge you, what is it that you really want to do? Life's too short not to have fun. And so I want to encourage you this week to really take time to discover a hobby that you'll love. I promise you won't regret it. Have a great week.